Recently, I've been thinking a lot more about the way I used to read and buy books. I used to go into a bookstore and spend hours perusing the shelves. I used to actually pick up the books, read the blurbs, analyze the covers, and like pick out one book that I really, 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 really liked, and I would take it home and I would fall in love with it. I would fall in love with the world, with the characters, with the author, and it'd be my secret. Like it would be like the one book I discovered and nobody else probably didn't. And I knew that it probably wasn't like that, but like it felt like that. Like it was just like mine and nobody else knew about it. And it was like my little secret. And it just like made reading, in my opinion, like so much more fun and personalized. And now when I go to a bookstore, I look at the same shelf I used to look at and like that shelf used to be like a portal, like a gateway to a million different worlds and a million different stories. But now it's literally just it's just like a stack of books that I already know. Like I know that some of these books are bad because Book Talk said so, and I know a lot of them are good because they're popular on this app, and I know that some of them I never even seen before, so obviously I'm not gonna pick them up because I don't know if they're good or not. And now it's just like I just like miss the time when I used to spend hours at the bookstore instead of just like going into it and grabbing the books off of my list and slapping them down on the register and taking them home and adding them to my TBR. And now it feels like I read to complete a certain reading goal by the end of the year and to like post about it and to be like included in something. And instead I'm like not reading for myself anymore. It feels like I'm reading for other people. And I just want to go back to a time when I used to read for myself and not because somebody else told me to. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone is on their book X, and I'm like, perfect. This is my time to shine. I wrote it down so I don't forget. Number 1, pop culture references in books. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. Books are meant to be an escape. I do not want to read about your Instagram followers. I don't want to see any TikTok references. I don't want to see any pop culture lyrics in a books. Like, let's skip that part. Okay? Thank you. And then we have descriptions. So when the author writes tall, dark, and handsome, but she's not in fact talking about a tall, dark-skinned man. She's referring to a tall white man with brown hair. Okay. And then we have olive skin. We're going to have to come up with a new description with that because till this day, I still cannot mentally or visually picture what race or ethnicity they try to describe by using olive skin. I do not, in fact, know anyone with olive skin. And then we have the extended slow burn. Yeah. When the slow burn is burning for so long and there's nothing happening, that's just not going to work for me. At this point, I don't even care anymore. Just go ahead and pack it up. I don't really care whether or not you guys get together at this point, because now you're just wasting my time. And then we have the enemies that become lovers by like chapter 2. What are we doing? Where's the angst? Where's the anticipation? What? Y'all might as well have been friends. You might as well have been friends from the very beginning. Speaking of which, we have friends to lovers. No explanation needed. If you want to see me DNF a book so fast, let it be written in third person. I won't even make it past the first sentence. And then, this might be a little unpopular, but when the spice to plot ratio is just off balance, like it's too much spice, not enough plot, where's the storyline? I mean, give us something. This one. When the male character calls the female baby, ooh, it does something to my spirit. It works in real life. It does not work in books. It can't explain it. It just doesn't work.
Here are some reader things that if you do or have any of these things, I am extremely jealous of you. If you can read over 100 books a year, you're just instantly like the coolest person on earth to me. If you have a designated, comfy reading chair, give it to me. If you have one of those little reading lights that you like clip onto your book, I like don't actually want one. I just think it's like really cool that people own those. If you can read horror books, you are so freaking cool because I hate horror to my core. So like you're like really, really cool and I just want you to know that.
This is a message to Jane Austen. If you're not Jane Austen, you can swipe the F up. Jenny? Can I call you that? You and I, girl, we have to have a little chat. Because what type of crack did you put in these books for you to write? If I loved you less, I'd be able to talk about it more. Jenny! My girl! One-on-one? That was really cruel of you. Because now I have to go on Hinge. And I have to listen to boys tell me about their favorite color. And it's always blue! Jenny! What am I to do? You wrote that with your little phalanges, with your little ink and your little feather pen, and you wrote it. And now, 100 years later, I'm living a loveless life. And it's all because of you, you little big bitch.
My favorite part about being a reader is using words like masochist and irrevocably and making people think I read high scholarly books when in reality.
When girls talk about their favorite fictional men, it's never about looks, and let me tell you why. Exhibit A, they all look nothing alike. Ronald Weasley looks nothing like Bellamy Blake. So if it's not looks, what do we love about these characters? Let me give you guys some fun examples. Damon from Vampire Diaries, Thor from Divergent, JJ from Outer Banks, Dimitri from Vampire Academy, throw Percy Jackson in there. The list goes on. So what they all have in common is their protectiveness. And I rest my case.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right?
Bookmark dupe. Bookmark dupe. Bookmark dupe. Bookmark dupe. Bookmark dupe. Bookmark dupe.
No animals were harmed in the production of this TikTok. Thank you.
Smash or Pass Book Talk Edition. Yay. Background noise is Smash. I always listen to music while reading. Cracking book spines. Pass. I'll only do it if it's necessary. Pass. No comment. Smash. That's all I read. Pass. I don't like that at all. I also don't like sprayed edges. Pass just because I don't read a lot of nonfiction, but I don't mind it. Pass. I don't like short stories. And Smash. I literally have my annotating supplies next to me. Okay.
I'm simply so tired of dreaming about a love that I do not believe exists in the real world. Do you know how many qualities you would have to possess for me to fall in love with you? It's not fair, but I can't change. I think my whole life I've just been in love with the idea of love. As of recently, I've come to terms with the fact that the love that I've always wanted probably doesn't exist. The curse of reading books, I tell you.
And you have to treat a car like you treat a woman.
Go on.
No.
I mean, look at them all. Look at them. They're mocking me. I haven't read any of them.
Okay, well, just pick one for now.
Why bother? There's not enough time. There's too many books. There's not enough time.
Maybe you just need a system. You know, put a book next to the toilet, and every couple of days or so, you knock out a couple of chapters, and...
No, it's too late for me. There's not enough bowel movements left.
Do you know how I broke up with Elizabeth so that I could start dating Cece again?
Absolutely. It was really hard for you.
Yeah, that actually never happened.
What do you mean?
I'm still dating Elizabeth.
What do you mean?
I'm dating both of them and neither one of them knows that, and I feel terrible about it.
But Elizabeth is gone. What do you mean?
She's not gone.
So you broke up with Cece?
I didn't break up with either one of them.
What do you mean?
You process this however you need to process it. If you want to keep talking it out...
Which one are you dating?
Both.
Are you dating Cece?
I'm dating Cece.
Are you dating Elizabeth?
Yes.
How do you do that?
They made me choose.
You have to choose. You can't have both women.
What was I supposed to do?
What, you think you can have a bunch of wives? You got one wife! This is the way the world works!
Why?
Don't talk to me, I'll murder you! All the pain in my heart!
All right, genius. I give you permission to make our drill ship fast.
I'm not touching that thing. I'll get neurotypical cooties.
Get to know the book talker. I am on the toilet, don't make it weird. The last book I DNF'd was... Like... Should I list the last 10? Because I've DNF'd a lot of books recently. I didn't finish Our Spectacular Bodies, but, like... I'm going back to it. Or so I tell myself. It was really good, though. My least favorite read this year was The Last Kingdom of the Wicked book. Although it was really boring. My favorite read this year was Alone with You in the Ether or Diary of an Oxygen Thief. That was crazy. I don't recommend it, but like I do. My auto-buy authors are Olivia Blake, Mary E. Pearson. Yeah, Mary E. Pearson's coming out with another book. I'm so excited. Go look at it. The last book I purchased was Our Spectacular Bodies, I think. And like how to win or how to lose the Time War. My least favorite read this year, okay, girl, there you answered that. A genre that I rarely read is thriller or like mystery. I rarely read it. Y'all, a book that made me cry is the only book that has ever made me cry, was the last Harry Potter book, which I can't even think of the name. Deathly Hallows. And it wasn't even because it was sad, it was because, like, the journey and the magicalness was done. The book I have reread the most. It has to be Red Queen, but I'm not a rereader. But I've reread Red Queen, like, 3 separate times. Also, I am on the toilet, but, like, nothing's happening on the toilet. I need you to know that, because I feel weird now. Maybe you didn't need to know that. Okay, I'm done.
This is why you don't have an arch nemesis, Terry, because you focus on the wrong details.
Maybe I don't have an arch nemesis because I solve all my crimes.
That's a pretty up thing to say to me.
I learned nothing. It was, vanilla. Also, I am a big sucker for, like rescuing. And I'm just trying to figure out where my parenting went off the rails, that you're like, my kink is being rescued. No, it's actually exactly right. I love when it's like, they're in the middle of a fight, like things have gone horribly wrong. And they fucking hate each other, and then she gets kidnapped, so he has to go get her so they can finish their fight, is why he's gonna get her.
Okay, so I have one stereotype or trope that really bugs me, and that is, can we please, in the age of the internet with so much information out there, can we eliminate the trope of the virginal girl who looks up with her doe eyes?
How did he do?
Yeah,
was it good?
Something wrong? No, you put it in your mouth.
But it's like, when she's not sure if he's gonna show up because they've had a fight so bad. He's pretending to be like a normal dude. So they all. So true. So she's all like, oh my god, I'm tied up. And he's all like, I'm gonna get you. And then they have crazy sex afterwards. That thing where they're always like, I will always come for you. Like, yes, but yes.
See, okay, but see, I've been in the same relationship for like, what, 34 years, something like that? I'm not counting. Anyway, so my kink is more, he screws up, it's okay. He screws up, and like has to apologize. Yeah, but yeah, I don't need to be tied up for that, but.
Wow, must be nice.